as you can hear by the tone of my voice. I'm Vera Hansink. I'm the marketing manager for Clear Australasia. And today we have the wonderful Windstar Cruises, the wonderful Jim in. Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to join this webinar this morning. Can you just let me know if you can hear us okay? If you just type into the chat box, that would be great. Anybody can let me know if you're hearing us? Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Linda. That's fantastic. Great. Look, throughout the webinar, if you have any questions, just type them in the chat box as well, and Jim will be able to pick them up and answer them for you. Yeah, without any further ado, I'm going to hand over to Jim. Enjoy today. If you're not able to listen to the full webinar, or if you want to have a listen to it later, it will be accessible in the Members Hub from about 1 or 2 o'clock onwards this afternoon. Yeah, have a great time. I'm going to hand you over to Jim. Thank you.
Thank you, Vera. And firstly, I'd like to thank Clea for this opportunity to showcase Windstar Cruises to you. So my name's Jim. I'm sales manager here at Windstar Cruises, and I just wanted to showcase Windstar today. What we'll cover today will be our fleet in brief. We'll showcase some fantastic onboard imagery, offer a window into what makes Windstar unlike any other, cover some complimentary onboard experiences, take a look at who is our guests, who would consider Windstar, explore a few regions, some that may not be on the radar, and let you know what's included in our offer and how we can support. Excuse the delay, ladies and gentlemen. So Windstar is made up of 6 ships, 3 iconic and revered masted sailing yachts carrying 148 to 310 guests, the Star and Spirit being the most intimate, carrying 148 guests with just over 101 crew. The ship itself is 73 deluxe ocean view staterooms and 1 bridge suite. In addition to that, we have the third of our masted sailing yachts being the Surf in our Wind class category. That is the largest, comprising over 30 plus suites where guests can enjoy 35 square meters of deluxe space with a his and hers bathroom and additional storage. In addition to those 3, we also have our Star class motor yachts, the 3 sister ships that we bring on, introducing the Breeze, Legend, and the Pride, all suite power yachts, pampering 212 guests in an all-suite ship design, supported by 153 crew on board. So let's take a look at the Star class ships, being the 3 that I've just mentioned. We've carried out some extensive work, both inside and out, to design and style of the ship. We added some Windstar touches, and here's just one example. This here was previously the pool area, and now it's been recreated into a veranda midship restaurant. Of course, some further examples over the next few slides, but here is another image of Deck 6. We do a lot of outdoor events and barbecue parties, which is all part of the Windstar experience, our deck pool parties. So what we've done here, I don't know if you could see, but we've extended the deck where it concluded in this line and almost doubled the width of it, giving our guests a greater area of expanse. Star Bar, just another area to relax and enjoy some lovely cocktails or refreshments during the day, into the evening and beyond. Some of the other areas being the internal lounge, where we host a lot of our guest speakers and have some onboard entertainment for our guests throughout our experience. Here you'll find throughout all of our Windstar program a contemporary decor, elegant, understated, very warm. We want to make sure that all guests feel like they're at home. This here is our yacht club area. Amphora, just one of the main dining restaurants on board our ship. To our Compass Rose bar, somewhere where people go for an afternoon cocktail or drink, or uh, take in the views from above and beyond on top deck. And of course, to our appointment of suites. You'll find a soft palette of marine tones and warm woods throughout that really embrace our clients. Here, the expanse space is somewhere in the vicinity of 25 square meters. Um, and of course, for those searching for greater space, we also have our midship suites and beyond. All suites designed to make your guests feel like they're completely at home. Walk-in wardrobes, dual vanities. We want to make sure that your guests have ample space but are embraced by the Windstar touch. We'll move on from here and just give you a brief view to the Wind class ships now. You'll find that the Wind class, made up of the three masted sailing yachts, as mentioned, the Star, Spirit, and the Surf, I guess are really known for the sailing in the Med, Dalmatian coast, Riviera, Greek Isles, along with now Tahiti, which is year-round. To me, best experience to take such a unique ship and offer it in a unique part of paradise in the Pacific. Um, it is absolutely wonderful, and what a better way to experience Tahiti than to actually see it rather than stay in a resort or an overwater bungalow and limit yourself to that space. Here you actually spend 3 nights in overnight stays on islands and atolls and see different regions and parts of Tahiti, really taking in the flavor and the romance of the destination. Truly a great sense of adventure throughout. Here is just our atrium area. You'll notice a nautical theme throughout the Star Class ships, not as contemporary as Star Class, but what you'll find is the same level of luxury throughout. Again, one of our other locations, the Nautilus room, just somewhere for you to enjoy and take in and embrace board games, quiet reading, I guess chess games, and anything else that you wish to do in there, and grab a computer and log on and chat with your friends and family back home. Compass Rose, just another area where people go for a great spot for pre-dinner drinks, a late night cap, or somewhere to enjoy the music and performance by our duo who cover the tunes to both past and present. Again, this is Amphora in our Wind class ships on board the Surf. The staterooms, intimate design, affording 18 square meters, well appointed in fine comfort. Both sound system, in-room entertainment, stock minibar, and storage that will surprise all. Quite amazing. Another image here is what you'll find on our suites on board the Surf, which we have, as mentioned, 30 plus suites on board the Surf. Spoiling guests with further space, 35 square meters in this area. Suites offer double wardrobe space, again with his and her bathroom, separate seating area, just another way to indulge on board Windstar. The largest of the fleet being the Surf, as mentioned, she has an outdoor area which is akin to being on a sailing yacht. You want to make sure that you are taking in the environment and being in the outdoor space on board Windstar. So you could be assured that our guests have plenty of elbow space on board this luxury yacht. And of course, we want to make sure that we give all our guests activity and action. So off the back of all of our yachts, whether it be our Wind or our Star class, we'll offer the water sports platform where guests can take in the water trampoline, a lilo, a kayak, sit back, do some snorkeling, and I guess for those who really want, do some windsurfing or some skiing activity. All included. In areas in the Pacific, the Caribbean, we'll have some additional activities such as scuba diving, which does come with an added expense in that environment for the tank dives. So again, what makes Windstar unlike any other cruise? We want to make sure that Windstar is known for its boutique ships, giving you access to some of the world's most best and smallest ports, the hidden gems. We have 3 sailing ships, as mentioned, catering to 148 guests, the largest being 310. So we want to make sure our all-suite ships get into areas that the larger ships do not, basically. And that means that our guests are really closer to the world, closer to the action. But what makes Windstar is its personal, relaxed atmosphere. It's our people on board who are committed to excellence. Be it your name, knowing the looks and the preferences, um, to the point of remembering your drink order. It's the simple things that matter. And we want to make sure in this space you feel completely at home. And we do that by making sure it's relaxed, it's elegant, it's everything you need. Our open bridge policy engages our guests, and guests feel completely at home again, where they can enjoy some of the nautical techniques on sailing, and that is open for 24/7 throughout the day for guests to enjoy. Of course, dining is always an experience for Australian travellers. So we want to make sure that we've teamed up with the James Beard Foundation, and we offer selected journeys where we have hosted special guests, chefs and sommeliers, culinary demonstrations, local flavors and uniquely crafted menus throughout all of our experiences. Our dining experience is unequivocally important. We want to make sure that our guests can potentially go out and source local produce with our chefs. So spend a day with our exec chefs and bring in the produce for the menu on that evening. So on Windstar, you'll find cook-to-order meals on requests. We want to make sure that food, as mentioned, is locally sourced and sustainable. And we want to make sure that our guests are included in all that activity as well. Some further onboard activities where you'll find some on-land touring where we encompass or have a culinary program featuring an array of fresh seasonal ingredients sourced from each port along the journey. Each night, the menu is crafted to highlight the spectacular flavors of the region and the cuisine of that destination. So where can you dine? With Windstar, we have minimum 3 dining choices, all included in the experience. The Windsurf, the larger of the Wind class, offers a 4th dining restaurant option as well. And that's not to include the Yacht Club and Sandwich Bar, which is somewhere where you can find a light snack throughout the day, a light breakfast or espresso or your cappuccino or any type of coffee that you want, all included as part of the stay. With us, it's all about our guests. It's all about you. Casual elegance, no formalities, an open bridge policy. Again, bringing our guests closer to the world, giving them choice and making them feel that they're at home. Freedom and choice to create their own private yacht-like experience. So that, in essence, is what we really want to drive home. The private life, bringing our yachts closer to the world and creating those magical moments throughout. Of course, on board every Windstar experience are our iconic moments, our destination discovery events. Each Windstar cruise, I think, features a memorable destination experience, complimentary, carefully crafted to give our guests an in-depth and authentic local experience to enhance their voyage. Activities such as an after-hours tour, or perhaps dinner under the stars in the magnificent Celsus Library featured here. Or it could be just as simple as a fun-filled island overnight experience on a private beach in Bora Bora. How wonderful is that? A lot of people get caught up with who is our guest. Well, with Windstar, we're 180 degrees from ordinary, so we don't really look at our standard cruiser. We're not your typical cruise traveller. We look for people who have sought soft adventure, who primarily look at land-based travel, well-travelled, people who really want those unique access points and destinations that the larger ships don't access. Slower the pace, the better. People who have come from European riverboat experiences, honeymooners, food and wine enthusiasts. It's all a mixed demographic who bring a sense of fun and spirit to Windstar. Somebody who wants the experience now in a small ship or private yacht-like experience, now seeking the elegance without the pretense. I wanted to showcase a couple of voyages or destinations that may not be on the radar. Asia right now, we're offering 12 itineraries on our Star Class yacht and some 20 plus voyages between this December and May, covering everything from the Andaman Sea, the Philippines, throughout the Southeast Asian region. Japan, heavily featured and very popular right now. We actually have 6 itineraries in some degree covering this destination, and our Grand Japan itinerary 10-night experience from Yokohama to Osaka on board the Star Legend is just one of the amazing programs. Another area that I just wanted to point out is Alaska, Canada, and New England. These are areas that Windstar may not be known for. If you want somebody who wishes to slow down the pace in these destinations, in Alaska, Canada, New England, we're offering 12 14-night voyages going Vancouver to Seward or round-trip Vancouver. On the east side of USA and Canada, featuring 12-day experiences, Canada, Montreal, or Montreal, New York, equivalent journeys. So again, take in these, they're wonderful experience. So whether it's going into Ketchikan or Sitka on the west coast or covering the magnificent Halifax or Bar Harbor on the west coast, I urge you to consider Windstar to slow down the pace in these destinations and really take in the flavors of that. That being said, Northern Europe is another fantastic destination, hot on everybody's topic right now, offering 21 beautiful featured itineraries, 7 to 29-day experiences covering Northern Europe, the Baltics, the land of the Gaelic explorers, British Isles covering the Shetland Isles, to the North lands of the Midnight Sun, Reykjavik, Copenhagen, North Cape, Arctic, and beyond. So I want you to consider and think of Windstar for those destinations. And right here, you'll note the circumnavigation around Iceland on the Star Pride. This experience here is a 7-night itinerary. Generally find the majority of our voyages tend to be in that 9-day period. But we also have our complimentary experiences featuring 14-day plus. So always included on Windstar, I won't go through all the inclusions, it's there to take note, but it's a wonderful array of inclusions to welcome all. Starting from the welcome reception to accessing the bridge, we want to make sure that our guests really enjoy everything from a galley tour to the bridge tour. Cooking demonstrations, market tours with chefs, and again, having the inclusions on land, whether it be cultural or whether it be activity-based, very, very important to Windstar. And again, wow, the water sports platform is an activity that everybody, I guess, brings back the age, 1 to 10 years plus. I can tell you that it's a day in everybody's life that they will be just there with all the surrounding luxuries. Think of the French Riviera and think of frolicking off the water sports platform with all the other luxury yachts featured in that harbour. Quite amazing feat. So just a recap on Windstar Cruises and who is the right choice and what we want to provide to our guests. It's luxury in a private country club yacht setting, 180 degrees from ordinary. It's an unregimented experience. We want to have longer stays. Those longer stays featured in Asia, places like Ho Chi Minh, Seoul, um, and other destinations in that area where we'll have our guests stay longer and experience overnight stays. To getting them closer to the action, we don't want to be in commercial ports. The whole purpose of being on our yachts is bringing them closer to magical moments. We don't have formalities. It's casual. It's relaxed. There is no pretense, and we like to say it's luxury as you like it. On that note, I just wanted to thank everybody for their time today. Um, in addition to that, please note your sales manager in respective states. Please reach out to us. We do have Dropbox files that gives you a world of access to Windstar Cruises, and that goes from online marketing, Facebook tiles, promotional flyers, which are continuously updated for you and your marketing team to utilize and make sure that you put to the forefront and offer and showcase to your guests. So again, we thank you for your time. In addition to that, make note of our priority line, 1300 749 875. Reservations at windstar.com.au for any inquiries with us. And again, a big thank you to everybody who's joined us today. I know I haven't covered all the destinations in Europe. I really find that we tend to have a good footing in the Mediterranean and along that region, covering 9 voyages in Tahiti, offering 7 to 11-day voyages and offer an array of experiences in the Caribbean, everything from South the Virgin Isles, Leeward Isles, and beyond. In that space, we offer something like 9 differing itineraries, 5 of which, my apologies, are new to the Caribbean in that space. Just a quick note back to the Med and the Dalmatian coastline. We've got 3 experiences in 2018 which are new to Croatia and that Dalmatian coastline. So again, wonderful settings, great access points. Come and explore Windstar with us. Thank you once again for your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send in the inquiry and we'll endeavour to respond accordingly. Thank you once again and all the best.